Hello, spooky followers. My name is Indigo Graham, here with a brand new Christmas spooky review. And this time, I'm feeling much better after the long break. Well, 1 day break. Now, since it is winter time and the biggest season, the longest night is coming, okay? The winter solstice. But I'll be talking about that in a later video this day. But I'm here to talk about since winter is coming and there is a song, well, parts of the song, something nipping at your nose. Yep, I'm here to talk about the bringer of snow and frost, the one and only Jack Frost. Jack Frost is basically, well, depending who depict him. Some people call him the winter bringer or snow bringer, but also depend who depict. He's the one who brings snow, winter, and all the way down. He's also the one who nipping people at their noses. In the song, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. And terribly sorry, I can't sing that. But I will say this. Depend what the depiction is. They say that he might look like a old winter man spirit with a riding a horse to bring winter. Or there are also some that actually predict him as a spirit of ice and snow. It depends, but also they always end up the same. Well, not always. This tale, mm, as a young boy, and this actually happened with one particular game character from, well, I can't tell you that part. About a young boy passed on with a tragic story, who passed on by snow frost, if I remember right. But after that, he became Jack Frost. But like I said, depending who depict him. There are also some movies that portrays him as the villain or the minion of the Snow Queen. But like I said, there's different depiction of it. But there's also good ways. There's actually a movie from the 1970s with the same name, Jack Frost. This is actually the tale of Jack Frost becoming human and actually tried to become human and also save the town and all the way down. And also mm, fall in love with a mortal woman. But sadly, the ending is too tragic for him. But it ends up that he be okay being become Jack Frost. He had to bring winter wonderland, snow fights, and all the way down winter. And no school for the young mortals. But there's also another movie that depict him as a fun-loving child called The Rise of the Guardian. But the only problem is Jack is never been seen by the mortal children until oops, oops. I can't tell you a lot, but I will say this. Just say Jack Frost became the hero and saved the guardians of the mythology. From Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, and a few others. From and Sandman. From a terrible fate. But like I said, Jack Frost is a winter being that brings snow, winter, and have fun. After all. But like I said, there's different depiction of him. Some of them are good, and sometimes he's a villain. But depend who you're dealing with. For me, I always watch the good version of Jack Frost. It's one movie particular that predict him as a villain, and that was the one and only movie, the Santa's Claus Escape Clause. But I'm not going to talk about him. Mm, He literally froze everything. Ugh. But I will say this: whoever Jack is, it might be a young boy who want to bring fun, joy of snow, or it might be a rider of the horse of ice, bringing snow and ice to those who want a winter winter wonderland or a white Christmas. But what you guys think? Is Jack Frost a good guy or a bad guy? Or just depends who is writing the tale? But I better get going. I got another song to review, and this time I'm going to talk about the winter solstice and a song that needs to be introduced, and an announcement as well. So, wear your winter hat or your winter attire, or just say, Jack Frost will be nipping at your nose. But until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky, my friends.